Mikey, and welcome to my world. We meet again for yet another salacious confession. That's right. Happy Tuesday, almost Wednesday. I hope you had a productive day. Here we go. All right, tonight's confession is entitled I love drugs, but it's starting to get in the way. Can I do drugs and have a normal life? Somehow, I think I know how this ends. I digress. Let's begin with the text. I love it all. Quite literally. I love my family, kids, wife, job, friends. Did not have the best upbringing, but definitely wasn't the worst. Little bit of trauma, and even so, it has zero to do for what else I love. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I love drugs. Like all drugs, except fentanyl. I guess because that knocks him the fuck out. Except fentanyl and heroin. But I think I've experienced with almost every drug out there. And all were great in their own way. Their THERE. There. I guess we see the effects the drugs is having, right? Okay. Their own way. Except for salvia. That was an experience. What the fuck is salvia? That was an experience I wish I could forget. I have always been pretty good at hiding my drug life and my personal, professional life. The problem? I never thought about not doing drugs until recently. And the thought, when it popped in my head, scared the shit out of me. And now I'm not as happy about my use as I was. Has anyone ever felt this way? And what did you do? I'm worried all the things. I'm interested in will not be in. Oh my God, the drugs are really affecting this man. He is not making sense. I'm going to read it as he wrote it, okay? All right, follow me. And now I'm not as happy about my use as I was. Has anyone ever felt this way? And what did you do? I'm worried all the things I'm interested in will not be interesting anymore. What if I'm not interesting anymore? In my late 30s, will I become some boring lop? And what about sex? Like drugs make sex so ridiculous phenomenal. That's FINAMINAL. Phenomenal. That it itself is a drug. That it itself is a drug. But I always thought I'd had control. But now I don't feel that way anymore. Is there a happy medium with drugs and control? Or is it one way or the other? Yes, it's one way or the other. Please, no NA speeches. I guess that's Narcotics Anonymous speeches. Or life after drugs BS. I want real honest opinions. I love the fact that the first comment and that it has been pinned by a moderator too is the following. If drugs or alcohol have a hold on you right now, please know there is real help and no judgment here. And they are providing him with the SMASH National helpline number, the 988 deletion and crisis lifeline, and the international numbers. Okay. Somebody says, ask your wife and kids. Maybe they want to do drugs to make it a family thing. After all, it's their lives too, so they should get to say. Ooh, read. And somebody says to that comment, brutal, but I guess the point you're making, honestly. Somebody says it was brilliant. All right. Somebody says, bro is looking for a work-life substance balance like it's a remote job perk. Somebody says it's like trying to work with one hand tied behind your back. Addiction makes everything harder than it needs to be. Why is that functioning? It isn't. Somebody says people call it functioning because they only see the parts of the struggle that are still visible above water. All right. Somebody else says, and then I'm going to give my opinion. Somebody else says, he wants to work with a perfect family life while doing cocaine and benzos every day. He wants the energy to hawk like an animal and sleep for 4 hours at night while doing enough stuff to fill a week in 24 hours. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, but since he never explained his usage, if you believe this is a mistake, you can. Oh, let me submit my appeal right here. I'm going to submit my appeal right here. Boom. Please get back to me soon. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, but since he never explained his usage, what he's using, or even how often it is, maybe it seems like it's probably worse than he makes out. Him not being, quote, happy about it, end of quote, and retiring that and reiterating that he didn't want to even do them till recently seems like a addict's cope. Okay. Somebody else says, I was the same way. Daily use of uppers, downers, all arounders for many, many years. Pretty much anything, everything but crack. Oh, not the crack. Crack is whack. Bless her heart. And booze. Maintain a professional career. Was high all the time at work and assumed nobody noticed. I'm sure everybody did. And he says, everyone notices. They might not be able to pinpoint what it is, but they notice. Had my first kid at 34. By the time she turned 1, I was feeling so guilty about my usage. I was even back to hiding it from my wife and just decided it wasn't worth it anymore. 39 now. Haven't touched anything but kratom in over 4 years. Kratom, what the hell is that? In over 4 years. Now, since March, no more kratom. I haven't had anything but a little grass on the weekends. Maybe a beer or two here or there with my neighbor. You're better off quitting. Sex got better. I felt deeper into my hobbies than I could ever on drugs. It'll take some time though. It'll never go back, mostly because I want to live longer. Okay, I want to know what kratom is and Sylvia. Last person I knew named Sylvia was she was a maid. What is cat? What's it called? Cat. It's called kratom. Kratom. Let's ask the AI what kratom is. Kratom is a tropical tree native to South Asia, related to the coffee family. It leaves its leaves have been used traditionally in countries like Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia, often chewed or brewed as tea. Okay, so it sounds like he And then what is salvia? What is salvia? It look like saliva to me, but salvia is a psychoactive plant made to the Sierra Mazateca region of native to the Sierra Mazateca region of Osaka, Mexico, traditionally used by Mazatec shamans in spiritual and healing rituals. Oh, so this is like a hallucinogenic type of thing, right? Effects. Its active compound, salvinorin A, is a protein kappa opioid receptor agonist, a different mechanism than most other psychedelic, which typically act on serotonin receptors. Effects come on fast, often within a minute if smoked, and are short-lived, usually peak within 5 to 10 minutes and fading within 20 to 30 minutes. People report intense, sometimes disorienting effects, disoriented perception of reality. That sounds terrifying. A sense of merging with objects. Oh my God. So you're merging onto the floor and the rocks and the wall and the person in front of you, or environments, uncontrollable laughter. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you. Laughter or feeling detached from one's body. Oh my God, who the hell wants to go on this ride? It's often described as very different in character from LSD or psilocybin, more disorienting and less pleasant for many users. Ooh, that sounds very intense. Risks: not considered physically addictive or toxic in the way many drugs are, but the intensity and disorientation can be distressing, and there's real risk of injuring, falling, losing awareness of surroundings during a trip, especially without a sober person present. Effects on judgment and coordination can be severe, even though short lived. And it, okay, wow. Wow. Who the hell wants to go on that ride? All right, but to the man that was confessing and wanting to, just the title of his confession alone lets us know that he has a problem, and it's the addiction talking. The title was "I love drugs, but it's starting to get in the way. Can I do drugs and have a normal life?" Just the fact. Let's just start with the obvious. The answer is no. No, you can't do the drugs and have a normal life. It would never, no matter how little of it you try, it's just not gonna work. Especially you have kids and wife. That's number one. Number two, you coming out here to the internet streets to try to get, well, first of all, confess and then get advice as to whether or not you can make this work speaks to the level of the addiction. Though you said you didn't give a f about NA, Narcotics Anonymous, or any hotlines, and don't give me that bullshit or whatever. Well, I'm here to give you the bullshit. My best suggestion and recommendation to you is get some professional help. It does not sound like you are at the level where you can beat this and kick this on your own without some sort of support system, just because you're trying to figure out a way to keep your family, keep your children, your wife, have a career, and still do your drugs. It just doesn't work. It's not going to work, and it will never work. So, good luck to you. Good luck to you. I want to thank everybody who comes through. Please make sure you hit that like button. It really helps us out as content creators. I do this every night. Every night I do this. I have been going live consistently every single night since December 1st, 2025, and will continue to do so until the end of this year. Even when I've gone on vacation and I've been on international waters, I have come through. So please make sure you join me tomorrow where we'll be doing another confession. All right. Have a blessed night and a productive day tomorrow. I will see you guys at our regular programming tomorrow night. Peace.